You were taught that wealth bows to sweat, that the man who grinds longest wins. That is a fairy tale told by those who profit from your hours. The truth is colder. Riches move to the strategist who removes drag, not to the obedient who adds effort. Speed dies from 6 quiet mistakes, each disguised as virtue, each bleeding your time, your position, your nerve. The throne is not taken by work. It is taken by control. Look at the calendar you worship. Meetings to prove devotion, tasks to feel useful, updates to look busy. Meanwhile, the players who command systems, people, and narrative step past you without noise. They don't lift harder, they pull levers. They don't explain, they alter incentives. They don't wait, they set terms. That is why you feel late, even when you rise early. You're sprinting in sand. Tonight I make you fast by subtraction. I will show you the 6 mistakes that murder momentum and the counter moves that restore it. First, flexing instead of fortifying, visibility over leverage. Second, selling hours, not outcomes, zero leverage economics. Third, waiting for permission, position lost to hesitation. Fourth, hoarding cash instead of deploying it, the stillness tax. Fifth, fighting in public, reputation debt and narrative loss. Sixth, monocropping your income and platform, single point collapse. You will learn a different tempo, public wins, private systems, host the room, don't argue in it, schedule proof, never perform on demand. You will price your access, move first, and let silence starve bad frames. And when the urge to look powerful rises, you will remember that looking is the tax on becoming. If you want speed, stop begging time to love you. Make it submit. Remove the frictions, install the levers, and carry yourself like someone who grants permission, not seeks it. At the end, you'll leave with a creed you can carry into the next 48 hours. I do not chase luck. I delete drag. I don't ask for room. I take position. I don't spend effort. I spend control, relentlessly. Wealth does not reward labor, it rewards architecture. The fastest path is a product of 3 variables moving in lockstep: leverage, velocity, and positioning. Leverage multiplies your action beyond your effort: people, systems, capital, distribution. Velocity compresses the time between decision and result: fast feedback, rapid iteration, decisive cadence. Positioning puts you where flows already move, inside the deal stream, near the gatekeepers, at the narrative's source. When these align, compounding stops being poetry and becomes policy. When they fracture, you grind harder and stay poor. Now tie the formula to your frictions. Flexing instead of fortifying bleeds positioning. You trade quiet access for loud exposure and become a target rather than a node. Selling hours instead of outcomes murders leverage. You cap upside at the speed of your hands. Waiting for permission kills velocity. Windows close while you craft perfect explanations. Hoarding cash punishes both leverage and velocity. Idle dollars earn nothing and teach you to move slow. Fighting in public destroys positioning and velocity together. The crowd sets your tempo while your enemies set the frame. Instant thinking carries hidden taxes. Distractions masquerade as opportunities, stealing cycles you needed for systems. Public proof-seeking anchors your future self to perform on demand, turning your reputation into a treadmill. Answering price questions too early sets negotiation anchors against yourself. You become the seller of time rather than the setter of terms. Each tax is small today and catastrophic in aggregate. Your ethos shifts now. Sovereign operator, not obedient performer. The performer seeks applause, chases certainty, and asks for space. The operator designs space, absorbs uncertainty, and sets terms. The performer optimizes effort. The operator optimizes exponents, more output per unit of self. That is the entire game. We will operationalize each variable by deleting the 6 mistakes. We will replace hours with assets, auditions with access, noise with nodes. By the end, You'll move like someone who manufactures luck. Leverage installed, velocity protected, positioning upgraded, wealth as a design, not a hope. Remember the rule of princes. What you cannot multiply, you must remove. What you cannot reach quickly, you must pre-place. What you cannot defend, conceal. Set this in your bones. Speed is a policy. Leverage is a habit. Positioning is a choice you renew daily. Nothing slows a rise like the urge to be seen rising, flexing, number dropping, and building in public before you've installed leverage convert momentum into targets. The moment you parade gains, prices around you inflate, favors arrive with invoices, and predators map your access points. You don't gain status, you lose optionality. Now every negotiation is held at gunpoint by your own disclosures. Vendors quote you higher because you can afford it. Peers benchmark you to yesterday's flex. Envious acquaintances become auditors, waiting for a wobble. You built an audience, you also built a jury. Machiavellian law is simple. The mint is safest when no one knows where it is. Visibility without scaffolding breeds hostage situations. You'll find yourself defending headlines instead of compounding systems, explaining variance to strangers, scheduling public proofs to satisfy expectations you never needed to accept. Public wins, private stress. The fix is the quiet accumulation protocol. Share frameworks, never figures. Show process, not positions. Convert curiosity into respect by teaching principles while keeping the ledger sealed. Schedule proofs in your venue and on your timeline. Quarterly impact notes, not bank screenshots. Case studies, not balances. Let outcomes speak late and briefly. Use deflections you've rehearsed in calm cadence. I keep cash flow boring. What matters is margin. I share playbooks, not numbers. The lesson holds either way. We're under NDA and timeline driven. Happy to discuss outputs when they're shipped. When pressed, move from facts to filters. I buy on rules, not hype. Budget follows scope. Generosity is scheduled. You are not evasive. You are disciplined. The audience that demands receipts is not your market. Your market is the counterparties who already see the value in silence. Remember the asymmetry. Secrecy compounds, exposure decays. Quiet money retains negotiating power, reversibility, and safety. Loud money forfeits them for applause. Choose architecture over applause. Fortify first, speak later, if at all. Protect the mint, protect the throne. Your best edge is the information you never hand away, the deal you never preview, the balance no one can weaponize against you ever again. Speed dies when you sell slices of your life. Hourly billing, custom one-offs, and you as the system feel noble, but they lock a shackle to every step. You can raise your rate, you cannot outrun the ceiling. A day has 24 hours, a flywheel has none. The market doesn't reward sweat, it rewards outcomes delivered at scale and on schedule. Machiavellian translation: rulers command systems, subjects trade minutes. Diagnosis is obvious, your calendar is your balance sheet. Every request becomes a bespoke project. Scope creeps, deliverables mutate, payment waits. You start each month at zero, praying for pipeline, negotiating against yourself because the clock is the product. That is zero leverage economics. Velocity capped, pricing fragile, optionality gone. The remedy is a cold upgrade: package, price, pipeline. Productize the value you repeatedly create into named offers with fixed scope and crisp acceptance criteria. Standardize inputs, templatize outputs, and publish a delivery cadence that makes your effort predictable and your promises credible. Replace by the hour with for the outcome. Retainers for stewardship, fixed fees for milestones, success fees for upside, 3 lanes, no vagueness. Build a leverage stack. People. Train an operator to run the playbook you designed. Your job becomes orchestration and quality, not production. Software. Automate intake, scheduling, drafts, and reporting. Let robots shoulder the boring so humans can think. Capital, finance acquisition and fulfillment where ROAS is proven. Money should hire customers while you sleep. Reframe the conversation. When a prospect asks for hours, return to scope, constraints, and results. Time is my problem. Outcomes are yours. Here's the package that guarantees the result. Publish case studies that show delta, not duration. Quote, ranges anchored to impact, not calendar units. Guard custom work behind premium pricing and clear kill fees. Scarcity protects focus. Trade the hamster wheel for the flywheel. One playbook, many buyers, compounding distribution. You are not a pair of hands, you are a system owner. Stop selling minutes, sell movement, certainty, and change. At scale, on your terms, with a calendar that finally serves the throne you're building. Hesitation is the tax the ambitious pay to the polite. While you wait for certainty, someone else takes position, names the terms, and turns your caution into their moat. The throne never goes to the most informed. It goes to the first mover who plants a flag and forces the map to redraw around it. Machiavelli's verdict is brutal. Power rewards the one who acts, while others ask for permission. Permission-seeking wears respectable masks. After this quarter, need more data? Let's see. But every deferment is a surrender of terrain. Windows don't close slowly, they slam, and the echo is your regret. Markets anoint hosts, not guests. If you're waiting to be invited, you already declined. Adopt position acquisition moves. Pre-commit tiny, irreversible steps that make stalling expensive. File the LLC, reserve the handle, deploy the landing page with a waitlist of 1. Anchor the terms first, name the scope, set the price, publish the cadence. Whoever frames first defines reasonable, and everyone else haggles inside your outline. Host the conversation, create the doc, schedule the room, circulate the draft. The venue owner sets tempo, the respondent bleeds time. Install if-then triggers. If a prospect expresses interest, then send options and a deadline. If a partner ghosts once, then move the deal to a smaller surface and shorter fuse. If a competitor announces, then ship the minimum viable proof and capture narrative while they polish. Replace perfect timing with controlled irreversibility. Make small bets that force the next action. Deposit paid, pilot scheduled, trial live. Momentum compels clarity. Explanations can be debated, movement cannot. Publish a date, name a deliverable, and invite acceptance by silence. Unchallenged silence consents to your timeline. Draft steps, assign owners, circulate early. Deadlines create gravity. Gravity gathers deals. Your enemy is not risk. It is drift disguised as prudence. The slow die politely, applauded for their caution by people who moved past them. Act, host, anchor, and narrow the path so the only comfortable step is forward. The crown tilts toward velocity. Stop asking and take it. Cash that sits rots. While you feel safer watching numbers idle in an account, inflation eats quietly, opportunities pass unpriced, and your future bargaining power thins. Machiavelli would sneer at hoarding. Wealth is not a treasure to guard, it is a force to deploy. Money only becomes power when it moves with intent. Differentiate spending from investing with a cold lens. Spending buys comfort, investing buys capability, position, leverage, or time. If a dollar doesn't increase one of those 4, it's tribute to your fears. Capability is skill that multiplies output. Position is proximity to deal flow and decision makers. Leverage is people, software, or capital that do work while you sleep. Time is reclaimed attention for higher yield choices. Judge every outflow by this matrix. Most prudence will reveal itself as paralysis. Use the deployment ladder. First, skills. Buy speed to competence, sales, distribution, negotiation, analytics. Next, distribution, email lists, partnerships, media inventory. rooms where attention concentrates. Then, systems, automations, SOPs, hires, dashboards, scaffolding that compounds even on your worst day. Finally, ownership, equity, IP, assets with pricing power. Climb in order. Don't skip rungs to cosplay ownership without earning throughput. Adopt rules and cadence so emotion never drives allocation. Rule 1, percent to capability every month, even when it stings. Rule 2, distribution buys before decor. Pay for reach, not rugs. Rule 3, any tool or hire that reliably frees 2 hours a week is greenlit. Rule 4, ownership accumulates on schedule. Set recurring buys. Stop asking the market for permission. Money hates meetings. Put it on rails. Install guardrails against stillness. If cash exceeds your operating buffer, a trigger deploys. 40% to systems, 30% to distribution, 20% to ownership, 10% to skill. Review quarterly, not daily. Publish the policy to yourself and execute like a machine. When asked why you spent, your answer is simple: because the rule said so. Idle cash flatters the cautious while it funds the bold who outflank them. Don't be the banker to your own stagnation. Become a cold allocator. Convert dollars into capability, position, leverage, and time. Then let those four repay you in dominance. Outrage is a debt trap. Every public duel taxes your credibility, anchors you to an enemy's frame, and mortgages tomorrow's opportunity for today's applause. Machiavelli would remind you, power is not proved by winning arguments, but by choosing the arena. When you fight where they summon you, comments, quote tweets, hostile podcasts, you accept their terms, tempo, and tone. The crowd doesn't audit facts, it reads energy. If you look reactive, you look subordinate. Each clapback feeds the algorithm's furnace, making the slight feel bigger than your work. That is the economics of outrage. Attention converts to status for the provocateur, while your brand bleeds coherence explaining what needs no explanation. Refuse the summons and host the conversation. One public line, cold and complete, delivered in your venue, sets sovereignty. We'll publish results next week. This thread is closed. Then you move the matter to private channels where proof, context, and consequence travel without theater. Private first, public later is not timidity, it's frame control. Proof is scheduled, not yanked on demand. Screenshots and essays rarely persuade. Outcomes do. Publish the update on your clock, in your newsletter, site, or show. Measurables only. Close with a final sentence that retires the topic, then go silent. Unfed frames wither. Use mantras to keep your hand steady. Host, don't duel. Schedule proof, don't perform. One line, then vanish. Install defaults. If accused, acknowledge receipt, state the verification window, exit. If mocked, decline entertainment, reiterate delivery date, exit. If baited into just answer yes or no, reject binary traps, restate scope, exit. Silence here is not weakness, it's drought. Deprived of your water, the fire dies. Loss avoided is wealth created. Every minute not spent arguing compounds elsewhere, in product, distribution, alliances. Your best allies are watching how you handle heat. They don't need a spectacle, they need certainty that you won't drag them into one. Guard your narrative by guarding your venue. Let results talk at noon on Friday. Until then, you are building. The court will learn the law. Facts live where you publish, and your attention is not for rent. Monocropping is how empires starve. One employer, one client, one platform, one product, one algorithm. When the field fails, the harvest dies with it. Machiavelli would call this a single-point coup. The day a distant prince changes mood, your income kneels. Terms update, CPMs fall, a buyer churns, a manager rotates, and suddenly your strategy is prayer. Power is redundancy. Install the redundancy triad. An owned list you control, email, SMS, CRM. An alternate distribution line that can carry your message tomorrow. Podcast, newsletter, blog, search instead of only social. And a second cash line with low overlap. Service plus product, salary plus consulting, brand deals plus your own offer. 3 chords, different anchors. If one snaps, the bridge holds. Build it coldly. First, the list. 1 clear lead magnet, 1 weekly send, 1 quarterly offer. Second, alt distribution. Publish where algorithms are slower and intent is higher. Search and inbox compound while feeds forget. Third, second cash line. Something you can turn on in 7 days. A packaged advisory, a cohort sprint, a micro product, not a year-long invention. Optionality is velocity insurance. Now integrate the whole doctrine. Wealth equals leverage, not velocity, not positioning. Flexing instead of fortifying bleeds positioning. Secrecy restores it. Selling hours kills leverage. Productized outcomes revive it. Permission-seeking murders, velocity. Pre-committed moves, resuscitate it. Hoarding cash taxes, all 3. The deployment ladder reallocates to capability, distribution, systems, ownership. Public fights dilute positioning and stall velocity. Hosting the venue protects both while leverage compounds in the background. Monocropping shatters all 3 at once. The redundancy triad re-establishes control. Remove these frictions and speed stops being a fantasy. Your flywheel spins because nothing drags. Adopt the stance, then seal it with steel. The Machiavellian oath. I do not chase instant riches. I remove the frictions that make speed impossible. I will fortify before I flex. Sell outcomes, not hours. Move without permission. Deploy by rule, not emotion. Host my narrative and braid my income so no prince can starve my field. Your 48-hour orders. Kill 1 mistake and deploy 1 lever. Pick the weakest link and cut it. End hourly proposals. Schedule your first weekly send. Spin a simple landing page for your list. Productize 1 deliverable. Or write the 1-line policy that retires a public duel. Then add 1 strand to the triad. Claim a domain and capture emails. Republish 1 signature idea on a slower channel. Or launch a fast packaged service. Comment below. Which mistake dies this week and which leverage move goes live in 48 hours? The court is watching, not to clap but to measure resolve. Make the move. The throne answers to movement.